Hello folks, it's Patty and I'm just giving you a little tour of the seedlings that I've started. I've got some kale, some squash. The squash actually came from organic squash that I had purchased and I just saved the seeds. I've got some tomatoes. Tomatoes are for my mom. She wanted tomatoes. Kale, cucumber, cilantro, lots of stuff. I've even got some seedlings over here. It's a little too cold to plant them yet. So this is my favorite little seedling.
My name is Allopathic Medicine.
Let me take you outside as I give you a tour of my house with my angels. I'll give you a tour of all of my bananas. And I'm cooking some food for the dogs in my little crock pot. So let's go look at my garden. And I'm going to sing to you a little song I made up. Well, I didn't make it up. I just kind of paraphrased it. But I thought I'd sing for you as I walk out to my garden. There is no place I know that is full of pure imagination. Take a walk just outside and you'll truly believe there is no. If you want to view paradise, simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do it. Stick a pie in the face of Bill Gates. There's nothing to it. Alright, so you can see my blackberry bushes. I've got two of them that are quite big, and since I planted them last year, they will be producing a lot of blackberries. And then I have to throw the ball for baby Francis. I have a ton of strawberries that I planted, bare root strawberries. So like there's one. There's another one by my watering can. I've got some green bean plants in the ground. Green beans are good for adding a lot of nitrogen to the soil, so I had green beans planted here last year. Just planted some more. There's another bare root strawberry plant. Over here, I planted another strawberry plant. Oops, my shadow's in the way. I planted some peas. And you know, and when I make my morning juice, I come out here and I grab these dandelion leaves for my juicer. Dandelion is really good for your liver. I've got here some carrots and some potatoes. I have a couple of these grow bags, but I am going to need more soil to get more carrots. The dogs eat a lot of carrots. There's another young blackberry plant. So this is this raised garden. This one came with my house, and then this one, my dad helped me put this one together. And I've got some greens planted over here. And I've got some more strawberries. I had so many strawberries. There was a sale, and I don't know, I went crazy and I bought more than I should have. And I don't know where I'm walking over there. I worry about my little older dog because sometimes he gets into trouble and eats things he shouldn't, and then he gets a bellyache. Wither James, son. So anyway, I've got some strawberries, more strawberries. There's another bare root strawberry plant. And then, like I said, I planted I planted beets over here, and hoping that's going to come up pretty soon. I've never grown beets before. And I think over here I've got kale and chard. nothing's planted in the middle section, so soon. And then I've got my greenhouse ready to go. That dog right there tried to walk into the greenhouse and there was a small tear and he made the tear a little bit bigger. And there's other tears because this poor thing blew around all over the place with the strong winds we had. This is some kind of mint in there already, but I'm going to put a lot of my seedlings out here to harden them up before I transplant them. This is a blueberry plant I just received. Are you guys seeing this? This is the blueberry plant. And I like berries quite a bit. As Dr. Morse says, fruit, berries, and melons. I do plan on planting some cantaloupe and watermelon this year. And they like warmer temperatures. This is a Fuji apple tree. I put this wire encasement around it because you can see where the black is. Baby Francis decided to try to chew this earlier, I think over the winter. He thought it was a big stick and he wanted to take it out of the ground, so I had to Baby Francis prove it. And that's Baby Francis right there. He is a big baby and I love him. You can never get angry with puppies because they're just so innocent. And then this is a Honeycrisp apple tree. So that apple tree I planted last year. This apple tree I planted this year because I had another one here and it didn't survive. I'm hoping this one does better. I had a Gala apple tree, which I love Gala apples. I like Honeycrisp apples. I like Fuji apples. I pretty much love all fruit. I'm not 100% fruitarian, but I'm thinking this summer maybe doing like a month or two of just fruit, doing a lot of cleansing. And so that's a little tour. I think what I'll do is I wanted to talk a little bit about health. And instead of you guys always looking at me while I talk, which is no fun, I think I'll talk a little bit about health, and I will throw the ball for Baby Francis, but I have to get the chuck it because Baby Francis, he needs to behave while I have my chemistry class tonight. And hopefully you're all going to be joining the chemistry class tonight. If you have not signed up, you can still sign up and join our remaining classes, our live classes, and you'll have access to the recordings as well. So, what did I want to talk about? Oh yeah. So, you know, we all heard the news that Prince Philip, who was an evil man because he's part of the royal family, and you know, those people can't be trusted. Baby Francis, I will get the ball for you, honey. Hold up. Baby Francis! Oh, Baby Francis. He just does what he wants to do. Anyway, who knows if Prince Philip was evil or not. He was quoted as saying that he wanted to come back as a virus and kill everybody. But viruses, you know, aren't even real. I mean, who knows what a virus is? It's just basically exosomal excrement from detoxification. And it is a beautiful system we have in life where we communicate what we're detoxifying to guard others. But everybody's body is so compromised and devitalized. And the thing that devitalizes life, and not only does this devitalize life, but it also greatly profits the pharmaceutical companies and their evil owners, like Bill Gates. It's pharmaceutical drugs and unnecessary surgeries. So I'm in the camp that Dr. Morse is in, that the leading cause of death is not cancer, nor is it heart disease. It is allopathic medicine. Because these vaccines, first and foremost, giving them to babies right out of the womb is the most evil thing we could do. It's just, I mean, babies don't even have an immune system. They should not be receiving anything. They have a little bit of passive immunity from their mothers. In utero, IgG antibodies can cross the placenta and enter the baby and offer about 6 months of protection. And then if the mother breastfeeds, IgA antibodies also offer protection. Baby Francis loves the hawks. I think he wants to be a hawk. And babies, they have to develop immunity with time as they're exposed to things in nature. And that's just basically how our immune system works. We're naturally exposed to foreign things, and we develop memory to those specific things, and it protects us long term. And by interfering with that via vaccinations, which really are the biggest scam ever, because all it's doing is introducing these antigenic components, and now with this newer vaccine, actual genetic information, which is basically what a virus does anyway, right? So, but these vaccines are also including many harmful chemicals in the name of adjuvants, things that strengthen the immune response. And all of this really wreaks havoc on the body. It creates stress. It's devitalizing us. It's reducing our vitality, our vital force. You know, if any living being, animal, human, plant, if it's ill, oftentimes doing nothing is a much better course of action. However, obviously what you want to do is think about, reflect upon what perhaps you had done or what your child or animal might have done, and try to make changes and try to determine if there's anything better you could do. And that's really what we should be doing as a human species, is reflecting upon what we can do, taking personal responsibility for our own health and the health of our loved ones and family, and not being sucked into this allopathic death trap, because all it is, I mean, it has no solutions. The only good thing about allopathic medicine, and really the only purpose for its existence, is emergency medicine. Because in an emergency, they can put bones together, they can, keep people alive with very strong drugs. But for chronic issues, for innocuous issues, it's really not the best option. In fact, it's a dangerous option. So, oftentimes, like I said, doing nothing is best, but there are things that you can do to change your life and to improve your health. Cleansing, detoxifying, giving your body a break in the form of easy to digest foods. Go on a several week long raw food diet, mostly fruits. This will be an excellent way to give your body a break. And that frees up energy, because digestion actually takes up a lot of energy. Oops, I hope that doesn't go into the... Digestion takes up quite a bit of energy. We only have so much vital force, and if you start using that vital force to do things that are taking you away from health, so like digesting denatured and heated proteins that often stick together in abnormal ways and can't be broken down, that's energetically very costly for the body. And you're not only getting the energetics from that poor digestion, but if that protein came from a factory farmed animal that spent its whole life in a cage, never feeling the sunlight on its skin, suffering, and then killed in an agonizing way. I mean, you don't want that karma entering your body. We have to stop this nonsense, right? So, going to allopathic medical doctors and following their recommendations is often bad news. And so people don't even know. They don't know that this is what's causing their problem. I mean, so this brings me back to the whole Prince Philip thing that I was talking about. So Prince Philip died on the 99th day of the year, April 9th, at the age of 99. So a lot of these satanic occultists, you know, they use these gematria, is that what it's called? These numbers, you know, as part of their way to tap into something. Who knows what they're tapping into, but he died of old age. I mean, he was 99, makes sense. And you know he wasn't vaccinated, because everybody in the royal family, they don't use allopathy, because they know it's for the peasants. It's to dumb down the population and to devitalize them so that they're barely healthy enough to be their tax slaves. They just want a working human force to generate things for them. They don't want us to be aware of what's truly affecting our devitalization. They don't want us to open up our pineal gland, our third eye. They don't want us to become clairvoyant and all of the clairs, being able to hear things and to know things and to all of that. I mean, we have that capacity, and humanity, according to Rudolf Steiner, used to be able to do that. We used to be able to just know. And this is how the shamans, who through thousands and thousands of years of sharing this information, brought about herbal medicine, and how we know what the plants do as part of healing. And the herbs do that. Herbs heal. And how do we know that? Because there was a knowing. Again, shamans just knew this. They could speak with the plants. They could ask the plants for help, and the plants would provide the knowledge of what plant could heal, could detoxify, could cleanse, could strengthen, could regenerate a specific organ in the body that was falling ill. And I recommend that you grow these plants. I recommend that you do not go to the grocery store if you can help it, and grow your own food. I don't spray any chemicals in my yard. So all of these dandelions, they're healthy for the little critter that's crawling in there. And the dandelion leaves and roots, all of that is healthy for me and my pets. The pets that share their lives with me. These strawberries. This bare root strawberry. I can't wait till I can share with you all the strawberries. They probably won't grow this year, but next year I'll have lots of strawberries. Blackberries will grow this year, though. My blackberry trees are going to produce a lot of blackberries, and I'm incredibly excited. So, yes, the leading cause of disease, the leading cause of ill health, is all of the stress that allopathy has placed on us chemically by devitalizing us with all of these unnecessary vaccinations. I heard a talk from Christiane Northrup. I think she was on Laura Eisenhower's podcast. And I had heard data like this before, but she shared that before the age of 18, most Americans have received 72 vaccinations. 72 before the age of 18. That is something that should be illegal, and the people getting away with this should be fined and put in jail, because that is just devitalizing these poor souls, and they're just going to become drones. And these are the people that are, you know, doing the virtue signaling, stating that, "Ooh, I got my COVID vaccine. Look at me. Aren't I just, you know, a team player?" If you can't see that they're trying to indoctrinate you, and all of the media is in on it, everyone in media in on this big hoax. They all have the same script. They're all in on the scam, and they have to be. So I'm on a mission for truth and mission of nature, because a lot of people, unfortunately, if they don't wake up soon, they're not going to make it. And if they've received this poison injection, they're really hurting themselves. There is no virus that is harmful. No virus is harmful. It's just exosomal excrement of a human body or other body trying to get rid of some toxic particle by encapsulating it in a phospholipid bilayer and releasing it. But, you know, I'm sure this virus was probably produced in a lab somewhere, and they couldn't make it, you know, deadly enough. So now they just wanted to put it in a syringe and inject it into everybody directly. Does anybody else's puppy lay like this? Loretta Jean does. Don't you, Loretta?
Yeah, my name's Loretta Jean.
Alright, I'm going to end the video here. I hope you enjoyed my walk and talk and just spending some time in my garden and with my puppies. I'll leave it here with the cutest puppy that has ever walked on the planet. Bye, everybody.